Welcome back. You're tuned into the South African Morning. Let's bring you this now. It's been quite a long wait for the Matric class of 2021. Well, they will be getting their results from the 21st of this month. However, there's been some confusion over the pass requirement for the senior certificate exam. So let's try and clear that up with Basic Education spokesperson, Mr. Elijah Mhlanga. Joining me, of course, right here on the show. Good morning to you and compliments of the new season. I'm sure that you are looking forward to finally giving out those results to the matriculants as soon as that date comes up, the 21st of this month. However, let's start here. Some confusion with the pass requirement. Give us some clarity, please.
Compliments to Mel and good morning to you and Gareth. Well, yes, there is what seems like confusion, but it's something that we try to explain every year at this time, but also any other time in the year. The fact that we don't have one common pass mark for the Matric examinations or the National Senior Certificate. We've got three levels. We've got the bachelor's, we've got a diploma, and then the higher certificate pass. And for those three levels, there are different requirements for them. I think that's what seems to be confusing people, that there is an expectation that you'll have one pass mark for all the subjects, and that is not the case. So we just need to understand that there are those three categories: it's bachelor's, diplomas, and the higher certificate.
Yeah. So what then is the actual pass mark for each of them? What's the actual number looking like?
All right. So for bachelor's, you need you need to perform at 50% and above in 4 subjects. And then the other subjects, you can get to 40%, and then one other subject you can obtain at 30%. That way, you'll be able to obtain a bachelor pass, which will help you gain entry into a university. And for a diploma, you need to pass 4 subjects at 40%, and the others can be at 30%. And that will enable you to obtain entry into university to study a diploma course. And then at higher certificate level, you also need to pass at 40% in 3 subjects, and then the others can be 30%. That means the expectation is that you don't get 50% and above in all the subjects, but we also don't expect you to get 30% in all the subjects. So if you get 30% in all the subjects, then you don't pass. That's why we're saying the 30% is not a pass. It's conditional if you look at the complex requirements that are there for everyone to enable them to pass either at bachelor, diploma, or certificate level.
Right. So you think that the 30% criticism generally is misguided? Because when we look at some of, critics or even articles online, there are some who are expecting worse matric results, and they're saying this is even despite the generic or general 30% pass mark.
Yeah, in fact, when I read that article, I was very disappointed. You cannot combine the two. You can talk about past requirements, but you can't talk about us expecting worse results because of COVID and the impact it has had on us, because the minimum past requirements have nothing to do with the conditions around us at the moment, because they have always been there from when life started, really. So you can't mix the two. So what you need to be saying is, what can we expect from the class of 2021? And then we'll say, the class of 2021 were in school every day. They were able to be given more time. They were supported. They went to camps. We tried to recover as much of the time that we lost in 2020 with the class of 2021. They were supported in every possible way. But COVID was still around. But what is it then that we can expect from them? And then you can maybe do your analysis from there to say, well, they were better than the class of 2020. There was the class of 2020. At some point, schools were closed. There was no movement. But in 2021, the class of 2021 were able to go to school every day without any interruptions. There were no closures of school. So they could do better. Maybe they can do worse, because let's remember that the class of 2021 were the grade 11 class of 2020 who did not complete their curriculum. So what does that mean? And then you can then make your analysis from there. But you can't then be bringing in the minimum pass requirements. That's completely off. I think people sometimes they just write what they want to write without giving it clear thought in terms of what they're trying to achieve with the articles that they're putting together.
All right, so before I let you go, then all systems go for the 21st of January with the results?
Absolutely, we are on schedule. The minister will announce on the 20th of January, and the results will be available at the centers or at school where you wrote your exam on the 21st. From then onwards, we expect our candidates to be reading what their results are telling them. But otherwise, in terms of the processes, we remain on schedule. We have meetings daily. We never closed because there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Remember, we had just under 900,000 candidates writing the exam. So there's a lot of work and a lot of analysis and a lot of capturing that is taking place. But quality assurance, most of all, is what we are doing at the moment because we don't want to make mistakes.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much. Wishing you all the best and your team, of course, come the 20th when the minister is expected to make that announcement. Basic Education spokesperson Elijah Mhlanga, thank you so much for your time this morning.